I'm Stan Lee. I've been writing stories for the young generation for the past 30 years. And in the course of that time, well, I would imagine I receive about 200 to 300 fan letters every day. I spend most of my time reading the mail and quite a lot of time answering it. During this time, I think I've learned a lot about what young people think, more importantly, what young people are. Today, we've come to a time in history when there definitely is a generation gap. We think that a voice is needed to help present the point of view of these young people. We hope it will be ours.
I heard of a job open at a comic book publisher, and I took the job, and I've been there ever since. Our formula basically is to mix fantasy with realism. In other words, we'll take a character who's got superhuman power. Let's say he can fly through the air or he can climb on walls. We take him and we say, suppose there were such a character and he really existed in the real world. What problems would he have?
So the Marvel Age came of age in the 1960s.
I guess it all started with the Fantastic Four. Then we had Spider-Man, who was a teenager. Then the Hulk, and Thor, the mighty Thor, who was the god of thunder. It was then I realized, hey, this is some powerful method of communication.
We're started a new style in comics, and I'm hoping to put these and other properties into movies and television shows.
They looked at the pictures, they got the look of what the characters were like, what the settings were like.
Excuse me, I'm looking for some guy named Stan Lee.
Spider-Man? But then they created their own settings, but based on what they had seen.
You know, Spidey, I've always wanted to experience real web-slinging,
and I've always wanted to be appreciated as a real hero. It seems you've made me into one. Thanks.
Hey, don't mention it.
I decided let's change the name and get something representative of the company. The first book they had ever published when I started to work there was called Marvel Mystery Comics. So out of sentiment, I said, let's call the company Marvel Comics.
Adapting a comic book to a movie is really no different than adapting a novel to a movie. In the comic book, the characters don't move. Steven Spielberg said to me, you know, Stan, you and I do pretty much the same thing, except my pictures move. I always remember that.
One of the films everybody's looking forward to this summer is X-Men.
I have a walk-on role in there.
You're in X-Men?
And I'm hoping that if the Academy has a nomination for the best walk-on, I hope that I'll qualify.
Are these for young kids? Is that what they're aiming at?
I'm hoping they're for the whole family.
When I see the characters that I help to create on the screen, I don't really think of them as my characters. I really sit in the theater and I watch them the way every member of the audience watches them. And at the end of the movie, I usually say, damn, that was good. I'm so glad. I do remember maybe, oh, they had a scene in there that was based on something I had written that was great. I got a kick out of that. I'm just happy that I've had a hand in all of this. And I'm happy that even after all these years, someone bothers to interview me about it. So I came up with the word Excelsior, which means upward and onward to greater glory. I like things that are different. If you do what everybody expects, you're just doing the ordinary. But if you surprise people, that's fun. It's like other men like to play golf, so they play golf every chance they can. So you don't say to him, how come you're playing golf today? You played last week. It was the same with me. To me, it is such fun creating characters, writing stories, even doing interviews, even though I can't hear most of what the guy says to me. But it's an exciting life, and when you do something that you know the fans seem to enjoy, that gives you such satisfaction, you don't want to stop. You should do what you most want to do and what you're best at. Too many people don't really do what their heart's desire is, but they try to do something else because they think, well, it'll be easier to get a job or to make money. And if that happens, then when you're doing it, you feel like you're working. But if you do what you really want to do, you feel like you're playing. Mostly, I've just enjoyed everything I've been doing, and I think my professional life has been a source of much pleasure for me. I would like to think that everything we do in our stories helps the readers to just understand the world and to have a little more tolerance and to take the peaceful and intelligent route instead of what some people do. I've always felt it would be nice if, while enjoying the adventure, if the reader also gets the feeling that we should all be good to each other. The world is a small place. We only have a short time in it. And we must make it as pleasant for ourselves and for other people as we possibly can. You know, I guess one person can make a difference. Enough said. Anyway, I'm going on too long. I just want to tell you, just stick to it, my friend. Excelsior.
You're the best, Stan.
Yeah, I'm good.